is part 2 of my interview, me being interviewed by my son Kombo. So I'm going to ask him to carry on with whatever questions he may have. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it.
Thanks very much, Dom. Thanks for having me again. So, just to pick up from where we left off, how do you produce a video right from the conception right until it's up on YouTube?
Okay, all right. So, normally I will have things in my heart already, in my spirit, that God will have dropped in my spirit, or things that I've observed that I think maybe we need to talk about and relate to the Word of God in a practical manner. So I normally just jot down the whole time. I'm always jotting because I'm a writer, as you well know. I jot down things the whole time, and sometimes something triggers what I want to write. Like, I'll give you an example. When I was talking about seasons, we were moving from winter to spring in Zimbabwe. So I said to myself, hey, why don't I talk about seasons in our lives? So sometimes something triggers it, sometimes something I'll have jotted down, then I go back to. But a lot of the times it's like current, something that I believe God just drops in my spirit. I make the notes, I formulate and come up with whatever I want to say. I do quite a bit of research. I'll be just checking that my Bible reference is correct. One or two things I need to check maybe on the internet to make sure that I mentioned something historically or other things. So I just try and make sure all the facts that I have, that I'm mentioning in my video, are correct. Then I just come up with everything. I then record it on my phone several times. Oh my gosh, lots of times. Sometimes I do 10 times, so that I can just hear what I'm saying and listen to what I'm saying, and sort of like critique myself. Then I try and improve on that. So once that's done, I'm ready, and then I have to find someone, either you or usually it's my husband, to then have the time to actually do the recording. But before that, I'll have done my makeup. I normally do my own makeup, as you know. Once in a while I'll go somewhere and have it done, but normally I'll do my own makeup. So I come up with whatever, I finalize it, I do my makeup, get someone ready to film me, and then I have to make sure the house is quiet. I have to tell everyone, please don't close the doors, please don't come out, for a fixed time. Then we do the video. Once that's done, I actually then have to look at my video, and I have to make sure the lighting is okay. If I need to make sure that the lighting is consistent in the video, just minor edits, maybe just lighting and shadows and stuff like that, nothing major, and maybe cutting off if I had said or something at the end that I really don't want to be in the video, I have to remove that. So once that's done, I then send it off to Kickstart Digital in Cape Town, because they're the ones who then will put everything together, join the different parts together, put in the music, all that kind of stuff, and then they upload it onto my YouTube channel. But first they do it as a private link, so I can have a look and review it. Then if everything's okay, I say to them, okay, it's fine. I'll have already given them the narrative to say this is the summary. They put on the keywords. Sometimes they also help me with keywords, and what else? And then the title, obviously. And then just to make sure everything is consistent, they ask me which playlist to put it on. I give them all those details, and then they put it on, and then we're good to go. And then you just see it there, but all that will have happened in the background.
Sounds like so much work.
It is a lot of work. It's a lot, and I'm still learning. It's a lot of work. The lighting, all that, the music, the sound. There has to, it has to be, good. It has to be good. Not perfect, but it has to be good.
Of course.
Yeah.
On that note, actually, Doc, we thought it would be a good idea to have a look at some of the behind-the-scenes clips.
Okay.
So I think we're going to insert those, and we can have a look at those now.
Oh, great. So last time I talked about just competitiveness. So we started off by saying shows, music and dance shows. When you go to the auction. Hi, and thanks for joining me today. Today we're going to continue talking. Sorry, cut it. That is what will determine your. Oh, it's at the side. Okay. There's noise in the background. See some not so good characters. So sorry. I forgot. Okay, so as you can see, those are some of the foul-ups, bleeps and blunders that happen like behind the scene. Yeah, interesting, isn't it? Yeah, it's fun.
It's actually very fascinating to see as well what goes into it. On to our next question. What are some of the challenges you faced creating YouTube videos?
Okay, Okay, so some of the challenges. Okay, one major one is time. It's time consuming, and as you know, this is not my day job, so I have to make other time outside of my working hours to do all this. So while I can jot down notes anytime, to if I get an idea, but I have to then set aside time to actually put things together and come up with stuff and record myself. And I struggle sometimes to find that time because I do have a day job, so I rely on lunch times, evenings, and a lot of it on the weekends. But I obviously make time somehow, find time, even if it means I have to sleep late or whatever, or wake up early. So yeah, time is a factor, and then also sometimes getting someone who is available because everybody is also working at school, they have to also get on with their lives. So just finding that time to record, because it's not always perfect. Sometimes it's take 1, take 2, take 3, take 4. And I remember there's once we had to do a video like in 9 clips, so that we could join them, because I don't do everything at once. Because like I think I forgot to mention earlier when you asked me what it takes to come up with a video. Sometimes I have to do things in segments, because I don't memorize things, but I sort of know what I'm supposed to say, but I may not remember to say all of it at once, all maybe 9-10 minutes. So maybe I have to do 3 minutes, then I have to do 4 minutes, and just try and recap in my mind and recalibrate and say, okay, this is what I'm saying next. So that takes a lot of time to do, and even when you're actually filming. So I need to find someone who's got that time. And then sometimes there's challenges with noise that you cannot avoid. Like in the house I can control it, but sometimes there's electric gate, someone decides to come, or there's noise outside, that's out of my control. And then initially I found it challenging to upload because of Wi-Fi issues, but now I think we're sorted. We've got maybe 3-4 options here at home, so that's okay when I'm sending to Cape Town. And another challenge is in Cape Town they've had a lot of load shedding, so sometimes that affects her uploading and things like that, or downloading what I've sent to her. The lady who helps me out there at Kickstart. So those are some of the challenges. There are others, but those are some of the major ones. But we always find a way around them. We have to be patient.
Okay, well, but at least you overcome these things and you actually manage to produce the videos.
I have, and with a lot of help from other people as well, I must say. Yeah, I didn't do it alone. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite episode or series that you've done by any chance? If so, which one? Or ones if you can't choose one.
Okay. I would say maybe the birthday ones, the lessons I've learned in my life. I think if you go onto my channel, you'll find that I did, it was a 5-set series, I think 5 episodes in that series, where I was talking about life lessons I've learned. I enjoyed doing that because it helped me kind of to reminisce of things that happened in my life. Not necessarily all of them were life lessons that I've experienced personally, but sometimes just from observing other people. But I enjoyed it because it was personal, and I was talking about things that I've actually seen. It wasn't theoretical. I loved doing that because I found that I think it was very relatable, and that's the feedback I also got. I think that was my favorite. I like all of them, of course. I mean, they're mine.
Obviously.
But those were my favorites.
Great. Any plans for the future?
Well, I think for the immediate future, hopefully next time that you guys, they will be watching, you'll be watching, I'm hoping to have a new look for my YouTube channel. That should be in the immediate future. Then also, obviously, increasing subscribers. And one of the things I've realized just from experience from my Facebook page, where I have about 130,000 followers, is that I don't have to just focus on Zimbabwe. I can also promote my material and market it outside the country. So that's one of my plans, and I've already started doing that. When I promote, I do clips on Instagram. I also promote on LinkedIn. I've got my Weekend Reflections with Tsungi page also on LinkedIn, as well as my personal page, then on Facebook. So I'll be trying to reach out to beyond the borders. Now we basically it's a global village, it's a virtual world. You can really, there are no limitations, you can just market anywhere. So I'll be trying to do that as well. And also one of the things I think that I would like to do is interview people more. So watch out, 2022, I'll be doing more testimonies on what God is doing and has done in people's lives. I'll be having more of those next year. Yeah, those are some of my plans.
Great. I heard you mention Facebook and LinkedIn. Where else can we find links to your YouTube channel?
Well, okay, so on Facebook, on my timeline, you'll find that I do a lot of previews. This is for people more within my circles and my Facebook friends, you know. And I do put links there all the time. So if you go there, as well as on right at the top where it's giving information about me, there's a link there to the YouTube channel. And on my Facebook page, as well as on my Instagram page, if you go to my profile, there's always a link there with the current episode. And then also if you go to LinkedIn itself, you'll find that on my Weekend Reflections with Tsungi page, there's a link there as well. So you can put it, and then on my website as well, tsungichiwara.com, you can also find my link there to YouTube. So they're all interconnected.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Would you mind? I think actually it'd be good for us to put some of those links in the description of the video. Then maybe people could just be taken directly there.
Yeah, we could do that. Or they could also just go and look on my page on YouTube channel. So I think we can do that. Yeah, great. Just have a look on my YouTube channel. They're there. I think when you're watching my video, if you look a little bit lower down, you'll see them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great, Doc. Thank you so much for all of that. Any parting words?
Well, I just want to say thank you for your support as the family, you and your siblings, and my husband, and to everybody who's been watching my videos. I really appreciate that. And also those who subscribed, thank you very much. And please continue to watch. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. I think that's what I can say. Thank you.
Great. Thank you for impacting us and impacting many people. Very inspirational. Loving your work. Keep it up. And thank you for this honor of interviewing you. It's been fun. Thanks, Doc. And,
thank you, Kombo.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you so much for joining us. So that's it from us today. I really hope you've enjoyed the interview, and we look forward to more interaction and for you being more interactive in future videos. Bye for today, and see you next time.
Bye.